Hey guys, welcome to your Daily Smash for Tuesday, November 12th, 2024. I'm Rick.
I'm Kelly. Taco Tuesday.
Oh yeah, it's Taco Tuesday, day after Veterans Day. Hats off again. Thank you, veterans. Hats off to veterans.
Yes. Thank you.
Coming up, Kelly's got some great tea.
Gossip. I got some gossip.
Teddi Mellencamp and more. Coming up in a minute. We forgot a couple things on yesterday's show to mention. And one of them was your trick, and I'm going to start with a home improvement topic here. Decalcifying faucets.
Well, can we show them our what happened with our ice machine?
Oh yeah, the ice machine too. I forgot about that.
So our ice machine wasn't working properly, and we just bought that couple of years ago, that Thor ice machine, $2,000 ice machine. I really want a $6,000 one. It's got those little crushed ice on the U-line for our new house, but I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I love ice. I love ice, and I love those little cubes. I'd be willing to spend the money.
So
if we can get a deal
I've had
on
like them look at it before. Something else happened where we had to get people out there. So I get this guy out there, and I'm like, "Oh, you sound like you're Russian." He goes, "I am Russian." I go, "All my friends are Russian in San Francisco." And he's like, yeah, he just starts talking about how he's going into brain cognitive stuff and how he can overcome doing exercise, and it's mostly for people who have addiction problems. And I'm like, well, doesn't like everybody have some kind of addiction problem somewhere? Whether it's shopping, I know mine is shopping.
This was a very worldly and diverse.
It was a weird
ice
thing with
machine
this guy.
repairman.
It was really odd.
Okay.
So I'm sitting there and talking to him, and he's like, "Okay, you have to get this. It's calcified, and you need to get this cleaner from Amazon, and you need to do that."
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm leaving on Monday. I have tenants coming. People, not tenants. My friends are coming over on Monday, and I need you to take care of this for me. And he's like, I'm like, you don't have anything in that van right there that could help me.
The chemicals.
The chemicals. And he's like, yeah, I do, but it's concentrated. And he kept pointing at the concentrate. I think I have it on video.
For professional use only.
For professional use only. I'm like, I don't care what it is. So I'm watching him do it.
He agreed to do it. He never would have done it for me, by the way. He did it for you.
But I was getting in because I was talking to him about his cognitive new venture that he's going into.
Right.
So he felt sorry for me. So I built a relationship with the Russian.
Smart.
And then he did it for me. And I'm sitting down and I'm watching him. I'm videotaping him because I want to learn how to do this on my own because this guy's not going to come back. He's doing another business.
Right.
So I'm videotaping him. And he's like, see this button? And it says clean on it. And you push clean, and then you put the chemicals in there. And he's like, professional use only. He must have said that like 10 times. I'm like, okay. So then he gets a brush, and he starts brushing all of it out. And he's like cleaning, he's brushing it. And here's a hose, a little tube, like a hose that you can pull out and put into the drains.
Yeah.
I had no idea
There's
about
no
this.
way that either one of us could have done it without him showing us first. And even now, after seeing all the steps he went through, I don't know that we can do it ourselves. We can try.
Well, I feel like we should tell everybody, show everybody how it's done. So there's so many people out there that have problems, that think they have problems with their ice makers.
Yeah.
It's because it's dirty.
Right.
And we had no idea about
Yeah,
this.
you got to clean them. It's long. I think that we can, I'm showing him some video now of the process, but we can put the whole thing on our Rick and Kelly show, the whole how-to video.
Okay, well, it was a miracle. It was a miracle. He's like, you need to do it once a year. The water is so hard out in the desert.
Yeah.
So I'm in the sink, I'm doing dishes, and we have this little squirt thing, and it was 2 little things came out. And Rick goes, it's because it's clogged. I'm like, oh, I got a solution for this. So I get my white...
Hold on, let me just interrupt for 1 second. When you look at the faucet,
Kelly told me
you can see the white stuff around the little holes. You can see that it's clogged up. You can see that there's something there, and that's the hard water, right?
Yes, hard water. In Arizona, I always had saltwater nuggets. I don't know how they have it now, but back in the day, I would go to Costco and I'd get these big bags, and I would have a soft water, and then I would pour the salt.
Oh, in the
tablets.
Yeah.
In the thing to keep it from doing that. But now our friends in the desert say there's a cartridge now.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, I haven't had hard water in forever.
Well, we were talking about this. I have a U-line ice maker in the West Hampton house, and Kelly was like telling the repairman, like, I know for a fact there's no way my husband ever cleaned that ice maker, because she knows me well enough now to know that's not the kind of thing I bother with. I don't think about filters being clogged. I don't do that unless I absolutely have to.
I'm a freak about air filters and our air conditioning.
Yeah.
Like that right now, I looked over there, it's filthy.
Uh-huh.
Like I'm a freak about cleaning.
You're a clean freak.
I'm a clean freak.
Yeah.
I'm a clean freak.
So we have the video showing what you did with the faucets as well. And it involved, what, vinegar?
You just get vinegar in a Ziploc and you put it and you just tie it and you just have it sit there.
Kelly told me this thing wasn't working. So, and I looked at it and I was like, it's all calcified. Like you turn this on, it's not coming out. So you have a trick to fix it?
I have a trick.
Okay. What is it?
Let me show you.
It has to do with this product right here.
Simple.
Okay. White vinegar in a Ziploc.
Yeah.
And then you gotta put it around the thing, let it soak.
I'm gonna soak this.
And you're gonna put a hair tie on there.
Yep.
Rubber band would do the trick, I'm guessing.
Whatever it takes.
And how long do you let it soak?
I'm gonna let it soak overnight.
Okay. Let's see how it works tomorrow.
Let's see. Let's watch. Oh, snap.
Okay.
Let's let it. Let's see if what happens.
For like, I think we left it on there for maybe 2 hours, and then I thought we should leave it on all night. I was like, well, let's try it. She took it off. Bam!
Let's see if this works.
Oh, you're gonna take that one off?
I'm gonna take it off and see if it works, because I'm gonna have this go overnight.
I don't think you had it on there long enough.
I think I did. I certainly did. You watch.
Whoa.
Told you.
My God.
See?
You are a magician.
I am. I'm a pro, wouldn't even know it.
Look at that. It was on there for what? Maybe a couple hours?
A couple hours.
Interesting.
Look at that.
That's terrific. Look at that. You fixed it.
You think it was broken. It's not.
Uh-huh. It worked.
Vinegar is a miracle. Whoever invented vinegar is a genius.
Yeah.
Vinegar does everything.
Well, there's another genius in this world. The guy who invented the GRILLBOT. You thought the shark was amazing to clean your floors? First of all, where did this GRILLBOT even come from? Did you just find it on Amazon?
I forgot to tell Norma about the shark to unload the shark.
Okay, we can tell her for next time. We just unloaded it, and Tony said he would empty it like once a month or once every 3 months.
I don't know. That thing was clogged over 2 things.
Well, anyway, this GRILLBOT.
That shark is amazing. I'm sorry, you guys have to get one. If you get one, you'll get 3 for every floor. Like, I'm not joking. This thing it maps it out. It tells you it gives you a report on how much it cleaned. It's a cool thing.
It's set to come out after midnight, and one night I came out after midnight to the kitchen to get some water, and I hear this noise, and I'm like, what is that? And I look down, and there's this thing on the ground, like rolling around and coming up near me and like checking me out. I'm like, this is a little freaky. This thing's got a mind of its own, clearly. It's like probably smarter than we even realize, and it's a little scary. But it left me alone. And I do believe that one day soon...
I'm a clean freak, and I buy a GRILLBOT. Rick goes, this thing isn't going to work. It was so
I was so skeptical of this thing. I charged it. It comes in its own really cool little case. And then I put it on the grill, not knowing... I'm going to be honest, I didn't read the instructions before I turn it on, put it on the grill. It's like, make sure you close the grill before you turn on the GRILLBOT. So I leave the grill open. I put it out there on the grill, and it just
because he thought it was a shark. Because he thought it was a shark, where it's like it maps out.
Like it's not as smart as the shark. It just went flying off the edge of the grill, and fortunately,
and we goes, "Oh my God, what do I do?"
It wasn't broken. I was able to put the things back on the things, and then let it loose and close the grill. But the video is really funny because after that, we were very scared about opening it.
Uh-huh.
That's hysterical.
It fell out.
Get out of here. Oh, you got me get out of there. That thing's good. That thing is good.
Yay!
It's so much cleaner already.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But how do you clean? How do you clean the cleaner? How does one clean the cleaner?
Yeah, how do you clean that?
Don't worry about that. That's later. But it did a good job.
It did a great job.
That's the bad boy in its case. And this is what it looks like after the GRILLBOT did its number. I mean, I gotta say, it looks really good. The GRILLBOT did the trick. Good job, GRILLBOT. Good job. I want the GRILLBOT to. I want to advertise the GRILLBOT. I want the GRILLBOT company to know that we love your product. But I do believe that machines are going to take over the world. Terminator was a precursor. It's telling us, watch out, because they're coming. Robots are coming.
I want a robot to be cleaning my house all day, every day. That's what I want a robot for. I want a robot.
Understandable.
To dust, clean, vacuum, scrub toilets,
laundry,
fold.
Yeah.
Do you think they'll be able to fold?
Yes, I do. I think they'll be able to size up each clothing item and know how to best to fold that particular item.
Do you think robots like that will be in our time?
Yes, I do. And I think they're coming. I mean, Elon Musk just trotted one out recently, and I'm sure they have work to do. And at first, they'll be really expensive. Most people can't afford them. And over time, they'll become more and more affordable. And before you know it, everyone's going to have a robot. Mm-hmm. And then they take over the world.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my prediction. You also did the Oreos today.
I just like leaving, and it's our friends that are staying in our house. So so I want to just as a gesture for our friends, I want them to have some Oreos.
It was cute. They were.
So my mom goes, "What's in the middle of that?" And I go, "It's a coffee filter put with baking soda, so it keeps the cookies fresh."
Baking soda is another miracle product.
That's another miracle. That is another cleaning miracle invention. If you get Blue Dawn, vinegar, baking soda, and peroxide even, it will take out any stain.
And lemons? Do lemons come into play? Lemon juice?
Lemon juice and baking soda gets up all the grime on the hard water on the glass.
Yeah.
And toothpaste. But you know what I learned from my cleaning girl?
What?
Taught me a trick.
What?
You know those Lysol toilet bowl things? You know the blue? It's like the gel.
Yeah.
That you put in the toilet.
Yeah.
The Lysol thing.
Yeah.
Do it to your windows. And you put them on your windows and you go like this. And you let it sit for, I don't know, 5 minutes or so.
Yeah.
And you wash off. It makes your windows crystal clear. I did that. I washed the windows this week and I did it and they turned out fabulous.
Yeah, thank you for doing that.
You're welcome.
So I'm going to share some of your hundreds of comments. There were some really good ones and we want to answer a couple of your questions.
Oh wait, are we going to talk about we're going to do the questions and then we're going to talk about my gossip.
Yes.
Okay.
Pearl Bubbles said, I thought Messy Monday was Kelly's day. Did I dominate Messy Monday? Kelly asked me to. I said, I got some stuff in the rundown. She goes,
You're like, were you drunk? Are you drunk? I was not drunk at all. I worked my butt off. Can I tell you?
She did.
I washed the windows. I scrubbed the backyard. I cleaned all the cushions. I cooked. Oh, you did all that. I did that before. I cooked my butt off. I had, I had a party. I grilled.
And the whole time I was sitting on a chair with my feet up reading a newspaper.
No, you didn't. No, you were
No,
not.
I wasn't. I was working too.
I know, but I was physically exhausted.
Yeah.
Physically exhausted.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to start my cleanse today. I'm not drinking at all this week.
We're going to the gym right after this.
I'm going to the gym right after this, and it's late. And I'm going to wake up in the morning, have my lemon, ginger, and it's lemon, ginger, and I boil it.
Tea? Like a tea?
In a tea.
Yeah, it's good. I've had that. You made that for me. Ann M., my dad was a World War II veteran, so this day is always meaningful. Happy Veterans Day to all that have served or are currently serving. Couldn't agree more. And Donna Negri said, thank you to all past, present, and future veterans. Respect. A lot of that from a lot of people. Thank you. Gigi's Loft said, I can't take the sound of ice in that glass. Sorry. It was actually a solo cup, but I apologize. I know how certain sounds can set certain people off. Like, I'm sure you have a sound that you don't like.
Yeah.
Not just chalk on a
Gina Kirchenheimer's voice. I can't stand coming up. Hi.
That's good. Sarah Watson said, Kelly, you are amazing. Do not ever minimize that you only have critical thinking skills. You are a very smart and witty person. Keep doing what you're doing.
Thanks, Sarah.
Isn't that nice?
So nice. So nice.
Catherine Edwards said, I think that lady's assessment of Heather Dubrow is spot on.
I think so, too. I just got off the phone with Vicki this morning, or this afternoon. She's in Oklahoma right now taking care of those boys. And I'll tell you about it later after we start the gossip. But she's a great grandmother. You know, she's taking care of those kids. And she's like, I come in and the laundry. She's like, I forgot what it's like having, like, she's got so many kids, the laundry. Mm-hmm. I'm like, I can barely do our laundry. I couldn't imagine what Brianna goes through with the laundry. With those kids, having boys especially.
Never ending.
Oh.
Heather Wilborn, Rick, you are so good at explaining and defending situations that Kelly is in. I think Kelly is so lucky to have you. She has never had a man that stands up for her the way you do. Happy wife, happy life.
Thank you, Heather. You're right.
That's really sweet.
Thank you.
Cove Renee, love the idea of Cutie Bobby in Palm Springs, actually Palm Desert, tooling around in the golf cart, talking to everyone and making all kinds of friends. It seems so safe and cool there.
It is. I need to put my mom in one of those retirement homes, I think.
She doesn't want that, does she?
I think she'd like it.
Well,
they
loves
say
the desert.
The number one to dying is loneliness.
Yeah.
It would be nice to have her in one of those communities. She could play cards. She likes playing cards.
Mm-hmm.
I should put her in one of those homes.
I think it would be
like
great
a Sun
for her.
City thing.
Yeah. Well, there is a Sun City out there.
Yeah.
And she loves Palm Desert. Julie Churchman, they call you a racist and a homophobe because it's their default response. All of them are on script with the same script. That is so true.
It is so true.
That's their default position. They just love to throw those words out there. There's no way to prove or disprove. It's just a way to stain somebody. And if you say it enough.
Well, somebody wrote that, I guess there was somebody wrote to me, DM'd me, that some girl on Potomac said that I was a racist because of my Drunk Wives Matter hat.
Oh.
And I said,
that was in the part of the monologue that got lost in the computer today.
Shut up.
I put that in my monologue.
You did?
I wrote, I try to write 5 to 10 minutes every day for my Newsmax 2 show, the Leventhal Report. And I did half on Veterans Day and the second half on a bunch of stuff that happened over the weekend, including Nick Bosa being fined by the NFL for wearing a Trump hat. They popped into a post-game interview and just stuck his head in there and then ran away. And for that, they fined him like $11,000 and change. And I said, it reminds me of when my wife Kelly was fined by Bravo for wearing a Drunk Wives Matter hat.
Wow.
Which was just a play on words.
Well, first of all, I didn't buy the hat.
Yeah,
I thought it was hysterical. It was a play on words.
I said it was a gift at your wedding shower. And I got
charged $16,000 for that.
Yeah.
$16,000.
So I sit down. It's minutes, like 2 minutes till the show starts, and I'm looking at my monologue because I print out a hard copy, and I realize it ends halfway through, and I'm like, "Where's the rest of it?" I printed it again with like 2 minutes to go, and it pops out. And it's only 3 pages. I look in the computer, it's gone. And the producer tells me, yeah, we've been losing a lot of stuff lately. I was like, oh my God.
I'm shocked that you don't put it in a Word document first and then send it over.
I thought I was saving a step, but now I'm going to start writing in a Word from now on.
What happens if you, did you have the other stuff saved?
But remember I was writing I was writing it in notes, my book. What was your question?
How come they didn't lose the other half of the veterans one?
I don't know. I saved it, and that part saved, and the other part didn't. And I don't know if there was something in the middle that the computer didn't like and just cut off the rest of this. I don't know what happened. Maybe she deleted it. I don't know. By mistake.
Oh, wow.
I don't know. Mary Love Cats. Don't care what others say. Kelly was great and only said out loud what 99% of people think. I think they were talking about...
what does it say? Oh, Robin Dickman.
Robin Dickman. Robin, first of all, thank you for defending Kelly and I constantly. You are a gem. You're
angel.
A saint. And we really, really appreciate you. We don't say that often enough. I see your comments, and I see your comments to others who are mean and nasty. And yeah, if you're an absolute a-hole in our comments, we're going to hide your comments moving forward because we don't. I'm not going to delete or
we're not going to delete,
censor every negative comment. But if you're a jerk about it,
no. When you
if
go,
you're nasty,
when you go in, I can click on the name and it shows all of them, and this repeated nastiness I find it hysterical.
If you're just on here to hate on us, I mean, keep watching. That's great.
You know what? You're making us rich over here, okay? You're putting money in our pockets by responding that way.
But if you're writing nasty stuff day after day, I am going to hide you. Sorry. We're allowed to do that if we want to. There's an option. YouTube gives us that option.
Well, I can just report you, and then you can get in trouble with YouTube. I can do that.
So Robin said, listen, haters who have nothing to do in their miserable lives but to come on here day after day with nasty comments, I pity you. Rick and Kelly are not perfect, but neither are you. I hope Kelly deletes all your comments. I don't want to get up to watch my favorite couple and see all the unhappy, hateful people's rude comments. Who would?
I couldn't imagine watching a show and then going on and saying nasty things.
Well, how about watching a show that you allegedly don't like?
I think you need to get on some Prozac. Or something to make you maybe just smoke some weed or something or maybe how about doing something productive like working out, reading a book, going to the local shelter and helping out, volunteering, things like that. Maybe getting a little job, making some money, doing something that's going to help with your brain because those things help. Even doing little errands throughout the day help. But sitting around and watching and having that hate and that heart, it really, really feeds off itself for you, not for me. Because I wake up happy. I wake up, I say my prayers every morning. I thank God. Today is my day. And I thank God for how blessed we are with our health and my daughter and his kids, my mom and my dad. I'm very blessed and I thank God. And I think that's why God has helped me so much because I am positive and I am negative about people that I know, maybe like Teddi Mellencamp I'll talk about. But this is just gossip that I got. So I thought I'd share it with you. I just want to say real quick, I know that you're very much like me. And you wouldn't waste your time watching something with a host in it who you didn't like. Yeah. Just so that you could then post something nasty about them. If something comes across your page and, catches your eye, okay. But to watch day after day something that you supposedly don't like and then make nasty comments every day is it's jealousy and they're hate-filled. So I don't get bothered by it. You hate it more than I do. I'm like, go ahead, just boost my algorithm. Well, I want to just say one more comment. And you're making me have money. So Go Red 2024 said it takes a strong person to ignore all the people that are trying to bully you. I think it is really sad, actually, but they are clearly super jealous. See, I told you, and mentally ill. It's obviously mentally ill. I mean, obviously. All right, so you got some gossip. Okay, so I got some gossip. So I have a Patreon, and we were on our way back, and people were saying, "Oh, did you hear why Teddi Mellencamp?"
We did a Zoom call.
Why Teddi Mellencamp
on the ride home
is getting divorced, and it's with her horse trainer. And my friend,
but what? She's having an affair.
She's having an affair with her horse trainer. So I have a good friend named Robin, and she has farms. As a matter of fact,
she also trains, doesn't she?
Teddi Mellencamp worked for her.
Oh.
So, and Teddi Mellencamp knows that I know Robin very, very well. Robin, we've went to visit her in Nashville. We've stayed with her in Malibu. Like,
that's where I got my Smash hat when we were with Robin. We went to a Predators game.
Robin worked with Teddi and this guy. And she said that he is the biggest douchebag ever. He's from Germany. She said he's broke as a joke, and he's with she works with his wife Carly. And she said that he left his wife and kid for Carly, moved to America, and then had multiple affairs on Carly. Everyone knows it. I guess the horse training world is super, super small.
Huh.
And she showed me a picture of him. This guy is so fugly. Like, and I'm sorry, I don't like Teddi Mellencamp, but Teddi Mellencamp is drop dead gorgeous.
She's a pretty lady. I met her at BravoCon with you.
Oh my God. Like I mean, with that facelift and like her little nose, like she is.
But do we know for sure that she's having an affair with this guy?
Yes. Robin confirmed it. She knows. She firsthand. She knows 100%.
Wow.
So she's talking on the phone, and I go to her, and her friends were on the back, her trainers. I go, why didn't you tell me? She goes, I've known this for 3 months. And I kept saying, I want to tell Kelly. But she said, the horse world is so small that it would like devastate her business or you know. But she's like, now that it's out, I can tell you everything.
Okay.
Because it's already out there. And I said, oh, okay, well.
So she's not breaking the news. She's just confirming the news.
She's confirming the news and telling me exactly on the up and up with this.
Wow.
And so I just want to talk about this. Like, I think Teddi is smoking hot. She's got a great body. That facelift that she got. This guy, if you saw a picture of him, you can just Google it. She sent me the picture. This guy is so ugly. And why? She told me that Edwin is close to being a billionaire.
Really?
Her husband. She said her husband is so uber super rich. She said he started that company before they got married. He has a prenup. And so she's not going to be entitled to his fortune because...
Do they have kids together?
Yeah, like 3.
And so she'll get money for the kids, like to take care of the kids.
But why would you... Your husband makes money. He's cute. He's a good dad. He's Christian. Like, he seems like such... You know, I think Teddi is, like, you know, that fat little girl, you know, she was fat as a kid. And when you have those, you know, when you're teased a lot, insecurities, when some guy gives you attention, which this guy is a douchebag, I think you still have that little fat child inside you, and any kind of attention.
Well, I'm glad you're not insecure.
I ain't insecure. That's why I'm not cheating. And I don't. And when I don't get, you know, when somebody gives me attention, I don't go after it. So
you get a lot of attention.
But no, not. My mom gets more attention than I do.
Your mom's getting all kinds of attention in the desert. What did Heather tell you? Or are you allowed to say who told you? I can cut that out.
No, Heather. So Heather McDonald was in town, and she said that Alexis Bellino and John Janssen went to her show, and she said, I want to pay for tickets. She's like, no, I want you to come back. She had the nicest, most praised things to say about Alexis and John.
Really?
She said that she is not a thirst trap. She said that thank God for Alexis this season.
Not a thirst trap, because based on the photos they kept posting, you know, when they were, you know, during their courtship.
I'm just telling you what she told me.
Yeah, I got you.
Delivering the juice. The tea, or what did she say? The juicy
scoop? They were wonderful, lovely people.
She said they're wonderful, lovely people, and she was saying, Shannon said that she wouldn't be able to film with her if she comes back. I go, why does she say that? You know, if she comes back, she's going to have to film with her. Like, why? Don't say that.
Well, I always liked John. I did. I don't have any beef with him. I don't know her, Alexis. But it's nice to hear that she got a really good feeling from them.
So anyway, at her show, there was a big stand-up audience, and they said something, would you like to see Kelly Dodd back on the show? And I guess everybody cheered.
Really?
Yeah.
Aw. Yay. Well, I mean, you were the best thing on that show. At least they're smart enough to recognize that. In the news now.
In the news. The news.
Kamala Harris's campaign gave Oprah Winfrey's company $1 million, apparently for the town hall that they put on for her, and paid other celebs to appear with her in her doomed presidential bid, says the New York Post. Vice President Kamala Harris paid Oprah Winfrey's Harpo Productions $1 million on October 15th. That was shortly after they held a town hall. Winfrey hosted it. A town hall for Harris. They also, this I thought was even more significant. First of all, Oprah Winfrey does not need $1 million.
Well, it's her company.
Right.
So she's probably, it's probably towards her company.
That's what and just
it's
like
not towards her. She's already a gazillionaire.
Well, we don't know if she took a salary from that or not. She might have. She might have. Her motivation to do that town hall might have been strictly
I love
money.
How when people go, well, Rick and Kelly must need the money to do that. You think this gazillionaire needs the money and she's still doing this? Like,
right.
I know my friends, 2 of them, billionaires, they still work. They don't need the money.
Yeah.
I love when people love saying, they throw that out there like that, well, right?
Listen, I get it. And I also, in this article, in another article I read, that all those concerts that Harris was throwing prior to the election, supposedly people like Bon Jovi and Whitney Houston. It was in Houston. Beyonce. Supposedly, she didn't perform. But anyway, supposedly these artists did not get paid. But they still have to put on the show. So they spent $20 million putting on all these concerts for, I guess, the stages to be built and the arenas to be rented and all the staff that had to be hired, the technical crews, $20 million. They paid Oprah $1 million for the town hall.
But what does that say about Oprah? When you're endorsing something, now does it give it weight?
Well, that was my point. That was what I was going to say, is that she doesn't need the money, and I get it that it's her company putting it on, but couldn't you donate the time and all that to the campaign, and you can write that off? If you're a true Harris supporter, wouldn't you want to do that for her instead of taking $1 million that she could have spent on something else? That's what surprised me by it. But the other thing that I thought was really surprising is they spent 6 figures, they didn't say how much, but 6 figures, so at least $100,000 to build this set in a hotel room when Harris did the Call Her Daddy podcast. Her campaign spent 6 figures.
Wait. Okay, so this girl, Call Her Daddy, so Jeff Lewis told me about this. She was on Barstools first. Mm-hmm. She was on Spotify. She talked about sex a lot. I don't know anything about this girl. I've never listened to her. But what people tell me and our Patreon say that she is not that bright, not that smart. I've never listened to her. I can't say that. I don't know. But why would Harris go on her podcast? Because she's got a lot of followers?
Why would she? Because she knew it would be a safe environment and she wouldn't get asked tough questions. And they spent all that money to build a special set in a hotel room, I guess, that matches her set. First of all, I could have built that set for less than $20,000. Me personally, I would have done the whole job for less than $20,000. They're charging her $100,000 for that? For what? You're going to set it up and then break it down and that's it? $100,000?
How was that $100,000? Just look at this picture. Everyone, just look at this picture.
First of all, we have those chairs.
Okay.
They're $100 each.
Wait. That right there, you can get a wafer for $200. And then those panels you can go get at Home Depot, no problem. And then those vases are ugly and the frames are from IKEA. Why would that be that much? And that rug could be from Jill's Aaron Rugs. Like, why? How could that possibly?
The union wages, and they just got ripped off, okay? They did.
Wow.
So that's the story of the the Oprah and Harris campaign spending spree. They're $20 million in debt, supposedly, after collecting more than $1 billion from donors.
$1 billion. They collected $1 billion from donors.
Over $1 billion. And like
Can
half
you
of it,
imagine?
half of it, hundreds of millions went for salaries to pay people. Hundreds of millions, like over 500 million.
I want to know who those people are and how come we didn't get a cut? What the hell?
Well, her ads were running before our podcast almost every day, so we got a little something.
Oh, we got a little something from her, yeah.
Anyway, that's our smash for this day. We're gonna go to the gym. We hope you have a smash-tastic day, and we'll see you back here again tomorrow.
Take care, everybody.